Love you back, thank you.
I have a question about wardrobe on the show. Sam wears a brown hoodie, or he did.
At the beginning?
Moments that seem like they might be more emotional, when Dean told him that he thought their dad went to hell for him, when he tried to make the first deal to get Dean out of hell. But in the episode with the giant spider monster, Robo Sam was wearing a brown hoodie. And it wasn't Sam's because he didn't take it to hell. And I'm wondering if they
Sure, it was different.
If they choose that for the emotional connection, or if they just say, here, wear it.
You know what, there's a lot that goes into it. That's actually a very good question. It sounds much easier to answer than it is, but a lot of times, like the reason I was wearing it when I made the Crossroads deal is because logistically, we shoot that outside. And so if I'm in knee pads, if I have elbow pads, if there's a fight scene, or it's bitter cold. And so if I have that jacket on, it's puffy, and I can have underlayers on that the audience cannot see, but I can stay warm. Because you take the jacket off, and every line, your lips are shivering. And so a lot of times it just happens that we go from an outside scene into an inside scene. Like when Dad was gonna go to hell for us, I think that was right after the car crash. And so we've had those jackets because we were doing a lot of outside scenes in the car crash, the gun, we're shooting at nighttime in Vancouver and it's cold. And so it's more about logistics of whether we're shooting inside or outside compared with what the scene's about. Yeah.
But I will say, in addition to that, I will say that Diane, who is our costume designer, she will sit down and think about all of those storyline points to a certain outfit, and then will give us, you know, her suggestions. But she never is like, you have to wear this. She's like, you could wear this, but if you want to wear something a little warmer, we have something like this, like this. So a lot of it is, you know, we have an opportunity to kind of mix and match, but there are a lot of things that she does specifically for story points. So.
Yeah. Especially sometimes when we're shooting like in the motel scene, and I want to have a t-shirt on because it's like, listen, we're in the motel, we've been here overnight, like I wouldn't be wearing a coat and a jacket. And she'll say, but the problem is that you get a phone call from Bobby, and you rush out of the room, and the next 4 scenes are outside at night, and you're in a t-shirt. And you're in a t-shirt, so you can't have that. And a lot of times, the beginning of one episode will start directly at the end of the prior episode. And so we'll wear a whole outfit and for 2 episodes or something like that. And so if we're gonna have indoor and outdoor scenes, and if there's a fight scene, we can't have short sleeves on. Because a lot of times, it'll have a stunt double who wears pads, or us wearing pads, because we're getting to go into a wall. So there are a lot of considerations.
Logistics to go into that stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all. I'm from West Virginia, so I say that word too.
Yeah, perfect. Good to see you.
And one of my favorite elements of the show is the protectiveness that the brothers show each other. So I was wondering that if, as Jared and Jensen, you've had any moments where you felt or displayed a protective attitude toward one another.
One time he tried to eat some of my fries. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's happened all over the place. Yeah, season 1 we got jumped by like 8 guys.
Yeah, that was the one I specifically heard about. So
yeah.
Could you elaborate a little more?
Well, we're still here, so we did good. They didn't see us stand up. They were like, that's that 7th Heaven guy and that short guy. Let's hit him. And then we were like, we're from the South, boys. Bring it.
But yeah, I mean, that was
a specific
2.5 years ago. There's absolutely been times when he and I have to stand up for each other in real life. I mean, we do so much, like even like here this weekend, you know, we'll be hanging out this weekend, and you know, there's absolutely been times where it's like, hey, what's going on, you know? We fly home constantly. I remember one time this guy got on the plane, and he and I were already in our seats, and he just was acting like a total jackass, and Jared immediately just like stood up, grabbed his bag, threw it in the overhead compartment, and I was like, oh, I don't really need to. I didn't need this. But I mean, there's a definite sense of, I got your back, and there has been since day 1, so.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
One of the reasons why I love Supernatural so much is because of the variety of types of episodes. My question is, which script surprised you the most most when first reading it, either as I can't believe I get to or have to do this, or as I can't believe they came up with this.
Let's start with season 1, episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Basically all the ones in season 2 and 3, and 4.
I mean, that's
Bugs.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot that I could, one that comes to mind immediately is changing channels. What's that? Yeah, basically anything by Ben Edlund is what? Berries? Shit.
The suicidal teddy bear.
The teddy bear blows his brains out. Well, we have gotten over the what the hell kind of show is this a long time ago. There's very few things they can throw our way that we're like, that's weird. I mean, especially after the French Mistake, it's like, all right, basically.
And Real Ghostbusters for y'all guys.
Real Ghostbusters. So I think it's actually very exciting for me, and I know Jared as well, to be a part of a show that has an opportunity to go that outside the box. And not only do we go there, but we jump wholeheartedly into it, and we do it a lot. So I think it's great that we have the ability to, as a storyline, to go. I mean, the Western episode. It's like, what's next?
I remember. You know what's funny is that I remember. I know for sure. I think Jensen kind of did as well. The first episode we ever did that kind of touched on angels, which was long before season 4. It was called Touch and House of the Holy. It got changed like 3 or 4 times, so House of the Holy was the final title. And he and I both read it, we were like, are we making a religious statement now? Because we got the show to do kind of urban myths and legends and things that go along with the night. And he and I both kind of, it was difficult to kind of wrap our heads around that. Wait, are we now going to be a conduit for the writers to have a religious message of some sort? Like, we both had a difficult time kind of dealing with that. I did especially because I was like, well, what are they going to end up wanting to say? Like, because now I'm saying it. And it was really...
I think that was the first time we actually had a conference call. Like,
First time we
sat down, we're like, we just need to talk about the direction of the show because we're a little confused right now. But they listened to us and they were like, no, that's not. This is our own fictional story that is, going to go crazy. It's kooky, and we'll take little pieces of, biblical story and twist it and turn it to. And so we're like, okay, it's obviously like not a.
And then by the time, and then by the time season 4 happened, I think they wrote it during the summer, and they were like, send it to them, they're on vacation, they're not going to care to read it. Somebody would be like, cast out, what? But that worked out pretty well, so I'm glad the show ended up going there. But we, like you said about Supernatural, they really delved into all these different arenas, so it's been nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hattie from Dallas. My question is for Jensen.
Come on. What does he think about my performance? Thank you. Okay, you can carry it.
In The Man Who Would Be King, Dean calls Castiel the Valky Bartocopus of angels. Did you know who Valky Bartocopus was?
Yes.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's rad.
Yes.
Perpetrators.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Did the reference
Cell
was the reference like, or were there a lot of people like, wait, back that up? What?
What did he call him?
No, because I remember I read that and I'm like, yeah, I love obscure references like that. Some I get, some I actually have to look up. I'm like, what? And then I look at the front cover and it says Ben Edlund. I'm like,
Thank you.
So yes, yeah. Are you kidding? I'm cheering show.
Yes. Thanks, man.
Hi, I'm Ashley. And before my question, I just want to say I really appreciate everything you guys do, and I'm really excited to see you next season.
Thank you.